Well, I want to kind of dive right into this. The first question I wanted to ask you is, I want to talk about text and email marketing. Do you have a preference either way? And what do you think? And what do you think is the future? I think the future is probably text, but what's your thoughts on that?
Well, all of the above. We do a lot of, it's building a database and it's having relationships with your customers where they are on their phones. And so, when you mentioned when COVID hit a year ago, people were reaching out to me and they were like, what do we do? How do we talk to our people? And I said, well, do you have a customer database? Do you have emails, phone numbers? And they're like, no, we have nothing.
Yep.
And all these people were having $100 days because they had no way of talking. Yep. Restaurants I work with, the number one thing we do is help them build a database and then drive them in with offers. So when COVID hit, we could send out a blast of 10,000 people and say, take and bake pasta specials tonight, buy one, get one pizzas, or even we now have online ordering because a year ago, nobody had online ordering or very few people did. Right. And so let them know how do we order? A lot of people were just going live on Facebook all the time, which is great, but you're relying on Mark Zuckerberg to put your video in front of people and such. So I'm a big believer we use Facebook Messenger first.
Yep.
And that's the first one we use. I love Facebook Messenger. It's like a 95% open rate.
Yep.
You can have real conversations with people. But then also text message. I like text because it's like 90% open rate. And, email is about 20%. So we try to hit people in all three different areas.
I want to run down that rabbit hole a little bit. A lot of people over the last year, I want to back up. One of the things you said and I thought was rang so true, and it rang true over the last year and a half, was all of a sudden COVID hits and restaurant operators don't know how to get to their customer. Right. And you're right. They're having $100 days and they can't figure it out. And that's why you need to have a text program. That's why you need to have a Facebook Messenger program. By the way, this is a guy that can set that up for you. Can you talk about the nuts and bolts ish of how to actually start a Facebook instant messenger program? There's an opt-in feature to that, right? Where they have to opt in before. You can't just start blasting people, right?
Yep.
Can you talk about that?
Yep. It's a sales funnel. It's no different than any other sales funnel. So you start with some type of irresistible offer or a bait to hook people. Buy one, get one pizza, buy one, get one burger, something like that. And you can run it as a Facebook or Instagram ad. You can have a QR code on the tables. And when people see that, they click on it and we say, okay, great. To get the offer, you need to give us your email address and phone number. It's an exchange. Because if I sign up and I give my email address to something, I know you're going to contact me in the future.
Yeah.
I'm going to be much more likely to give you that information if I get something in return. So what we do is that's how we bait people in to build the database. We give them an irresistible offer. Then we use Facebook Messenger to track the redemptions, and it's trackable ROI. So we can see, when people come in and when they redeem. And our goal is to get people in the door, butts and seats. That's kind of my motto. Yep. Get them coming more often and spending more money, increasing average check. So let's say someone comes in and gets the buy one, get one burger. The very next day, they get a new offer in Messenger that might be, hey, here's a free Parmesan fries with an entree. Right. Parmesan fries, very low cost for a restaurant, but we're trying to get them to come back and spend more money, increase that average check. Yep. And when we do this, people boost posts, things like that. And I think of that as you're renting someone else's audience.
Right.
When you're boosting posts, you're paying Facebook to show it, but people are scrollers. They just scroll. Yep. And if you're just boosting it and they scroll right past, you've lost them.
Yep.
But if you can run it where there's an offer where when they scroll, they see, oh, sign up to get a BOGO burger. Now you've got them. Yeah. And you can get to them. And I think of it as like you're hacking into their phone. You can send them a message anytime you want, and you don't have to rely on Mark Zuckerberg to put you in front of them.